Good Monday morning, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us at the Action 2 News Digital News Desk. Time is 8:33. We're taking a live look at Shawano this morning. The sun peeking through on this Monday morning. Love to see that. Temperature is going to be climbing today. You can see our camera kind of shaking in the wind as well this morning. It is going to be a mild, windy week, and no one better to talk to about that than the one, the only Chief Meteorologist, Steve Beylon. Good morning to you, sir. Happy Monday. How's your weekend?
Not too bad. It always seems to go by quick, and hopefully yours was good. Okay, and you got some stuff done this weekend.
Always good, but you're correct. It always goes by very fast. But folks, I'm sure, who are maybe sick of the deep freeze that we've been experiencing for, it feels like, the last month, they're finally going to get a little relief in the form of a southwest wind that is kind of clearing things up for them. Why don't you take us into this forecast that we're experiencing here?
Yeah, the wind is a big player in today's forecast, Emerson. It is trying to bring in some warmer weather. You may have a hard time believing that if you go outside this morning because, of course, there's a wind chill factor. That's a live view from our Green Bay sky cam. It's sunny with some high clouds. It's 23. Wind chill is 11. We've got a southwest wind at 13 miles an hour, and there's higher gusts. These are the wind speeds, southwest for the most part, 10 to 20 miles an hour. You can see it's stronger in Sturgeon Bay. They've had wind gusts around 30 miles an hour times this morning, and you'll find those more frequently along the Lake Michigan shoreline. These winds are going to pick up ahead of a front that's coming in from the north, so look for even windier weather as we go into the midday. The National Weather Service has triggered a wind advisory for the pink shaded counties. That's Sheboygan County south down towards Milwaukee. Wind gusts could be as high as 45 miles an hour. So today, our severe weather outlook is in the low category. Strong winds, perhaps gusting around 40 to 45 miles an hour, may cause an issue for some people who are driving, especially on elevated roadways like bridges and overpasses. And it is possible the wind could also take down a few tree branches here and there. And if that comes down over power lines, some folks might be briefly in the dark. I don't anticipate that being a widespread problem, but more of an isolated issue. Today, windy and turning mild. In fact, while most of the day will be spent in the 30s, we'll briefly see a high of 40 degrees in Green Bay if all goes well. Look for some sunshine between now and, say, 10 o'clock, but then we'll turn cloudy. A few flakes could fly this afternoon, but probably a better chance of some passing snow showers as we go towards this evening. So right now, we're mainly in the 20s. It's 19 degrees in Fond du Lac and in Rhinelander. Meanwhile, it's 24 in Kewaunee and 25 in Oconto. First Alert Pinpoint Predictor shows our highs this afternoon. Lots of 30s across the North Woods. At the freezing mark in Anago, 36 for a high in Pembine. But from Green Bay and south, highs at or just a hair above 40 degrees, at least for a brief while this afternoon. That warmer weather is courtesy of the wind. West to southwest winds in Green Bay gusting around 35, 40 miles an hour. The strongest winds, according to Pinpoint Predictor, will be around and just a hair after lunch. Wind chills, a lot of teens right now, but climbing into the 20s for the midday and the afternoon. I wouldn't be shocked if there's a couple spots in the south that get wind chills in the low 30s. All right, so our next weather maker coming in tomorrow morning, a round of some snow, accumulating snow tomorrow morning, mainly north of Green Bay. So we've got another Alberta clipper that is rounding the bend around the Gulf of Alaska up towards the Yukon, and it's going to be swinging south and east towards the Great Lakes, and it'll bring us that chance of some snow tomorrow. Now, there might be a couple passing snow showers this evening, but most of the snow comes in tomorrow. First Alert Pinpoint Predictor shows that snow 10 o'clock tomorrow morning from Green Bay into the north and east, and it doesn't last long. A morning snow event with drier weather for Tuesday afternoon, albeit still mostly cloudy to overcast. We're probably drying out as we head towards tomorrow night. Snowfall totals on Pinpoint Predictor, an inch or two to the north and to the northeast. Probably enough snow to make for some slippery travel near and north of Highway 64 up towards Highway 8. So there's your First Alert Super 7-day forecast. Today, increasing clouds, windy but mild, a high of 40 with 30s in the north. A chance of some briefly heavy snow showers this evening. Won't last very long. But again, most of the snow that we're going to get comes in tomorrow morning, especially north of Green Bay. And similar to today, our high temperatures will be within earshot of 40 degrees. But notice that high temperatures bounce around quite a bit over the next few days. Wednesday turns colder, a high of 32. And then a stronger surge of mild winter weather comes in from the south as we go into Thursday. Thursday's high now 48. The record high on Thursday is 42, set back in 1989, and that might be broken. We'll have some sunshine, but we'll have more gusty winds. And then the temperatures head down again Friday and into the weekend. Friday's high 36, Saturday's high 31, and it probably will be colder north of Green Bay, where they have the White Lake Fishing Derby Saturday. That's a nice popular ice fishing event for folks in the North Woods. Temperatures will be in the teens and 20s with mostly cloudy skies. We were talking yesterday on Action 2 News this morning, weekend edition, Emerson, that Saturday could have a storm system moving across the Midwest, but the latest data is kind of pushing that farther to the south. It's now looking like Saturday is going to be a dry day, but we might see a little bit of a light rain to snow mix on Sunday, which is Groundhog's Day. Everybody's favorite furry varmint. We'll try to forecast whether we have an extra 6 weeks of winter or not this coming Sunday.
I'm going to get you a nice little stuffed animal groundhog, Steve, just to have in your office at all times, because I know how much you love that wonderful holiday. You and most meteorologists out there just really love having to compete with a furry little rodent.
You know, honestly, I don't really have any objections to the groundhog. It's fun. I do think it's kind of fun to play up a little bit of a friendly war with the groundhog. You know what? if you're gonna do something, make it a puppet so I can sit there and have it talk to me, and you know that way we can have a little friendly back and forth with.
Make something happen like that.
Yeah, but yeah, it's coming up this Sunday. If the forecast holds true, we probably won't see a shadow with the overcast skies, but who knows with Sun Prairie Jimmy or Puxtony Phil's thinking about this upcoming season.
All right, we will see what happens. We'll let you go get ready for Action 2 News Midday. That's starting in about 19 minutes. I'll be up there joining you for that. We will see you then. I also want to show people a nice little sneak peek to what we are going to be having on Small Towns this coming Thursday. So we're going to pull this up here. A nice little preview. First alert if you're following along on our Monday morning check-in. So this is Dean Connup. Dean does some awesome caricature work and even had a nice surprise for me there. Unfortunately, I haven't been able to get out on the snowmobile this year, but I've been able to look at that picture that Dean presented me with and just imagine being out in the snow. So really appreciative to Dean for that awesome work that he did there. And he's been through quite the journey, just an incredible journey. So really excited to share his story with everybody again. That is Small Towns this week in Two Rivers. That'll be on Action 2 News at 6 p.m. on Thursday night. So make sure to tune in for that. Make sure to tune in for Action 2 News mid-morning. You can join Steve and I. Again, 18 minutes and we will be on the air for that. But otherwise, make it a great Monday, everybody. Hold on to those hats out there as we take another live look at our Green Bay sky cam. Old Glory is blowing fiercely in the wind. So make sure you hold on to your hats, enjoy your Monday, and we will see you on Action 2 News throughout the week.